Hey, what's going on, conscious leaders? Welcome to the Inner Peace Forecast, where we are looking at the planets, their positions, and what it means for us leaders to make conscious decisions. This week we're looking at the 13th until the 19th of May, and we have a lot going on, and really a lot of positive things. And we got the sun in Taurus, and the sun is, in the 20 degrees. And what that means is that right now, all of that sun energy, which is Taurian, which is our manifesting, our values, and everything in terms of like our physical comfort zone, what we experience as, grounding, earth. Taurus is in the present moment, here and now, whatever you can physically experience, see. And that's why it's also like beauty. How beautiful is your environment? We got Mercury in Taurus, with which is grounded. It's like practical, and two, like thinking about the environment it is in. Now, the sun is going to trine Saturn, South Node Pluto, on the 14th of May, with a good aspect with the moon in Virgo. So that is on Tuesday. And how I see this, the image that I received, which was a scepter. And what if this week, if there's a question that I would ask, and that would be like the question of the day, so what materialistic elements can make you feel like a fucking king? That's like the question that I was receiving when I was doing this forecast. What materialistic thing can make you feel like a fucking king? And I was like, the scepter. And the scepter is, it's like this symbol of royalty, of being a king. And it has like this, it's like this ornament. And it has all these, written, I wouldn't say rules, but like the laws of this new earth. And the laws of the new earth are being written with sun trining over to Pluto. And we will be having Venus coming into Taurus. And you would say, like, Venus in Taurus, it's just like it's landing. But it's not, because Uranus is there. And so it's asking us to radically change our materialistic things. And also be bold, be a rebel. And this has many, many aspects. But I think in terms, if we keep with this scepter, this is materialistic. All of a sudden, anything you want, anything you value will fucking manifest all of the nowhere. But this is the most important aspect, and it's building, and it will culminate until like the 18th of May, which is right before the full moon, like a couple of hours before the full moon. And the full moon is about, just like manifesting with the new moon in Taurus, which was at 15 degrees. And now it culminates right after Venus on Uranus, which is like boom. And there's this, high intensity, high energy building. And this week is all about that scepter. And in the beginning of the week, we'll be having like the moon in Libra and squaring the nodes. So this is like, oh my God, what are the best options? So it is striving for equality. And with all these manifestations, all that energy, all that money, this is going to be like, the moon wants to give it. It wants to have justice for everyone. And that's why it's like not having such a good aspect with Taurus there, because Taurus just wants things for its own and for its own pleasure. And so you can be like, oh my God, like all these manifestations that are happening, it's beautiful, and it's like take. But the moon in Libra is like, hold on, how can I take into account all these other people, and what can I share with these people? And Taurus is like, fuck that. I mean, these are mine. But I think what that moon in Libra is also doing is like, okay, what is the best here? Especially square to notes. It's like, what is the best thing? Is it coming home? Or is it looking back on the past, like the way we used to do things, the way we used to value money, the way we used to, whatever it is, whatever tradition you had, for instance, I used to go and eat, dinner at my grandma's. But, that changes because your value changes, your value of things, and also because people come, people go. But there's a certain time where you have to, like, die from doing a certain thing because you want to grow up, living in a certain space, and then knowing that that space can't, or these friends, can't help you anymore. And so you need to move on. So you value other things. And it's that same way. It's like, am I going to keep spending energy on these friends here? Because, Venus is relationships and it's coming to Uranus. So it's like, how are you spending time with other people? How are you sharing values with other people? No, it's asking like, all of a sudden like a new person might pop up, like, or you might break a relationship with someone who is not in integrity with, what you value anymore. New projects, all of a sudden, boom, they just fucking manifest. So, and it's all in that scepter, it's like, I think until like the 16th of May, until like Mercury comes trine those nodes, this is going to be like weighing out, especially, the 14th, where we are having the moon, that grand trine, but in a square to over to Mars and Gemini. This is obsessive seeking, obsessive, just communicating about what is perfect, what is not, and what has to go, what not. And so what you're doing is actually thinking about that scepter and what you want written on it. And that scepter is going to help you. It's not going to help you. It's like it's given by God, if you will, since it's still trining the nodes. And this is like, yes, whatever you're going to open here, and it's writing itself. And when you open it on the full moon, it's going to be like, this is going to manifest. This is manifesting. This will manifest. You will open that scepter, and everything that's written on it is there. It's there. It manifests. And you just have to read it. And all of a sudden, it's like, boom. It's there. With Venus on Uranus, it will pop up. Whatever you have wished for with the new moon, you will see all these truths, all these hints appearing. Look, God is helping you, And especially, too, with that Mercury trining over to Saturn, and, well, not trining over to Saturn, I mean, Neptune is trining Saturn, which is spiritual duty, but now Mercury is in Taurus, which is like, it's grounded, but at the same time, when Mars comes into Cancer, this is like, all of this is saying, no more work to do. Because Mars in Cancer, it's just like, it wants to like initiate, because Cancer is a cardinal sign, so it's like it wants to initiate, but like in Cancer, it's like, it's just like, it loses its power. It's like, Rick Levine said, and I agree with that, it's just really good at protecting its environment, protecting its self-image, protecting whoever is in the family. So, but I think too, it is like a desire to go home, a desire to go to home. The North Node is there. So this is like, focus on the feminine. Venus on Uranus is like raise the feminine, raise the law of attraction. Because Venus was in Aries for a couple of weeks, and this is like go, go, go. We had so much Arian energy, and in the beginning of the month, year 2, all the planets were direct. This was us move forward, go, 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 go. Come on, you could do this. You could do this. Get. So Jupiter was there, like expand, more, and just one by one, all these planets start going retrograde. We're just like hold on, reflect, redo, and there's just like this energy just pulls us back, and not just one by one, all these planets are going retrograde, and all these other inner planets, these are personal planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Moon, Sun, they're all like in yin signs. If you look at it, Sun in Taurus, this is ground yourself, this is just feminine energy. Then we got Mercury in Taurus, same. We got Venus coming into Taurus, and then Mars coming into freaking Cancer, with the Moon in Libra, and then coming into Scorpio. This is all like going in, deep in, yin. This is all law of attraction. No more work to be done. You just take care of coming home, Mars and Cancer. Raise the feminine power within you, which means, just go into your feelings. Mercury trine or sextile over to Neptune is just like a little bit of confusion, but at the same time, it's having that good aspect with Saturn. So this is like able to ground spirit, which is still trining the nodes, which is like sort of saying, go with compassion, with spirituality. And Mercury trining the nodes on the 16th is just like, what is your spiritual currency? How much spiritual currency do you have? And that amount of spiritual currency you can take, that's like a realization, talking about that scepter, okay? 14th, 15th, it's like intense, not knowing, just weighing out, but it's saying make a decision. A decision on what? On what you want to have written on that scepter. Because whatever is on that scepter, it's just going to hand over to the king, and the king has the power to talk to his army and say, go and conquer this land. And has the power to just like dictate and just manifest whatever he wants or she wants, the queen, the king, whatever. I think, you know what? This is like the queendom, if you will. This is where the queen has the power. And so, this scepter that you want to be written, 16th, this is like, what is your spiritual currency? And what can you write down? And so download from source. And so by the 18th, Venus comes on Uranus, boom! You open that scepter, and you will also, with that full moon in Scorpio, this is the ultimate letting go of the deepest, darkest shit deep down inside, because Scorpio is all about the deep, dark, hidden truths within. This is deep sexual power. And so now the sun is opposite that moon, giving light to whatever our deepest inner feelings are. And a full moon is about a culmination. A full moon is about a manifestation of the new moon. And that full moon will give light to whatever needs to go. A full moon is about letting go. And what do you need to let go of? Scorpio. Scorpio is whatever deepest, weirdest, crazy feelings within that need to go are just going to be like disappear. And now you are ready to live whatever is on that scepter. So, the question to you is, how does that scepter look like? And first and foremost, again, what materialistic element can make you feel like a fucking queen or king? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And then, whatever element that is, for me that's the scepter, and I want to give you that image. But this is your kingdom, this is your queendom. This is where you attract, where you use the law of attraction. Because this week, it's just a powerful one. You want to use that. Because the universe is not always so favorable. And this is a very spiritual quest. Well, it's not a spiritual quest. It's been a spiritual quest. It's like, but it's a spiritual duty. And I think the doors are open for those who want to enter and who want to manifest, but not, whatever it is that you manifest for yourself, you need to understand that it's Saturn, sextile, Neptune, spiritual duty. But whatever that you get is what needs to be in service to the bigger purpose, like the collective. You can't just ask for more money. That's greedy, and it's like. So the camera went off there. Someone called me. I don't know what it was, but I guess what my message was is that whatever that you can bring into service of others by benefiting yourself. Well, first, what benefits yourself, but that can be in duty to others. That's what true spiritual quest is. That's what true spiritual currency is. And that's the message for you. And what do you want to be written on that scepter for a new earth, where you benefit and where others benefit from? Thanks so much. This is the Leo Mystic. Have a beautiful week. Check out theleomystic.com. While you're at it, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Much love. Peace.